5 things to do when you're buying a townhouse or a detached house. Welcome to The Brief. I'm Makram Hani, analyzing property so that you can be more informed. First, I start with a technical analysis. When you're buying a house, there's many elements that can go wrong, much more than buying a condo or an apartment in a complex or a building. Because remember, in a building, you own half the wall and inside, while half of the wall and outside is being taken care of either by your neighbor or by the building itself. When you're buying a house, the roof, the walls, and everything around them is yours and yours to take care of. So when you do a technical analysis, you save yourself many of the costs that can accumulate with time and can be of significant impact on how happy you are and how productive your investment is. Second thing to look at is look at the utilities and the cost of utilities. When you have a garden, it will cost you much more to run it. When you have a swimming pool, it will also cost you much more to run it. At the same time, if you're in a hot country and there is air conditioning that should be running, remember that it will cost you much more in air conditioning to cool a shell that is non-surrounded or not surrounded by any air-conditioned space. While when you're on a vacation, you will have the need to have your air conditioning on at a more excessive level while you're not there. All of that will stack up cost of utilities and may affect the return on your investment. Third thing to look at is maintenance costs. Remember, you would account a service charge in a townhouse or a detached house, which is cheaper than a condo charge or service charges in a building or a complex. However, what you're paying for in a complex or in a building or a condo is something that you're paying a homeowners association for or community management company for to perform on your behalf. In your property, you need to perform it on your own. So you need to account for a higher maintenance and running charge for your property, because the long-term maintenance issues that can occur and usually would be taken care of by the community management company should be taken care of over here by you. Fourth thing to look at is land ownership and land ownership rules. Not every time you buy a townhouse or a detached house, you own the land under it. Sometimes it's a leasehold, sometimes it's part of the common plot for the whole building. That matters much. So if there's a community with villas in it and those villas are built on a land that is considered not a subdivision and standing on its own, but is considered part of the whole community, you need to understand that that impacts your very long-term asset value and your very long-term benefit, your perpetual benefit of that property. Have a look at that and understand that. As long as you understand it and you're happy with it, you're fine. Fifth thing to look at is understanding the rules in the area and the community rules. You may want to paint your villa pink, and that could not be possible because the community rules stop you from doing that. At the same time, understand the quality of the community and the progress of the community with time, because your neighbor's actions in a villa will impact the value of your house and the neighborhood big time. So keep an eye on the future of the community you're buying in, the future of how it's managed, because the community impact on your investment is as important as the maintenance and upkeep of the house you live in today. Thank you for joining me. Here was 5 things that you need to look at when buying a townhouse or a detached property today. Thank you for being part of The Brief. I'm Makram Hani, analyzing property so that you can be more informed. Ciao.